Next up, man told ex-wife's new husband to flake off before stabbing him in the stomach on Thanksgiving morning. There's no place like home for the holidays. A little blood spatter on the Thanksgiving platter. What would make anyone think that it wouldn't be risky to have your ex under the same roof as your main at an especially terrible time to find out that your pimp hand just ain't as strong as you thought it was? A 72-year-old man in Florida has been arrested after he allegedly tried to kill his ex-wife's new husband. He want that old thing back, stabbing the victim in the stomach on Thanksgiving morning. Gregory Grant was taken into custody on Thursday and charged with one count of attempted homicide. Attempted means you failed. Records reviewed by Law and Crime show the Escambia County Sheriff's Office said that deputies at about 11:15 a.m., the turkey ain't even done yet, responded to a 911 call about a possible stabbing at a home in the 10,000 block of McGregor Drive in Pensacola, which is about 200 miles west of Tallahassee. 11 a.m. is a little early, isn't it? He must have had that one in the holster. That must have been simmering overnight because the family doesn't usually start falling out until about 8, 9 o'clock at night. But what do you expect when you're dangling this man's ex-wife in front of him like a piece of sweet potato pie and he's seeing what he once had and what he might never have again? Following a preliminary investigation, authorities determined that Grant was temporarily living with his ex-wife and her new husband. There it is. There's the problem. According to a report from local news website North Escambia, at some point on Thursday morning, the two got into an argument that escalated into a physical confrontation. You didn't see this coming? There had to be signs that it was brewing somewhere along the line leading up to this. The altercation culminated in Grant allegedly stabbing the new husband in the upper abdomen. Grant was taken into custody and booked into the Escambia County Jail shortly after 1 p.m. I don't even think the football games were on then. The victim just ruined Thanksgiving. The victim was immediately transported to a local hospital for treatment of injuries that were reportedly described as not life-threatening. The victim was identified by Pensacola ABC affiliate Ware as Alan Bingham. It's a tricky situation because it's not like this is a close friend or family member that fell off and just needs a place to rest their head until they get back on their feet. This is the ex-husband we're talking about here. At no point were any of you concerned that you might get up to go take a leak in the middle of the night and he'll sneak to your side of the bed to spoon his ex-wife one last time, or while you're getting that first Thanksgiving plate with that huge drumstick that he wouldn't be giving you the side eye. This was bound to manifest in some type of way, whether he said something outright or whether he pulled a stunt like this. Bingham spoke to Ware about the incident on Thursday afternoon, explaining that Grant had been homeless before he and his wife allowed Grant to stay in their home on a temporary basis. And I'll never fault someone for being compassionate. This was a very compassionate thing to do, but there was always going to be a risk involved with doing this. According to Bingham, Grant was clammed up in his room when Bingham told him to come out. You're nailing his wife mercilessly and often, and you want to just sit with him and watch the game like your buddies? He got real angry at me and told me to flake off, and he didn't want to hang or associate with me, Bingham said, which is a normal feeling. Bingham said he told Grant, I'm just trying to help you, per Ware. That's when the attack allegedly took place. He had a knife in his hand, which I didn't see at the time. Bingham told the station, I felt it stab me in my side. Then he tried to stab me again, but he cut my thumb trying to defend myself. I had his arm, so I took my right foot and tripped him. Watch the sweep. And that's how I got away and called 911. Then he locked himself in the room. Bingham said he was just trying to be a nice guy and help Grant in a time of need. And that's the appreciation I get. He said, well, yeah, what would have made more sense, and this is just my opinion, is that we'll help you however we can, but you're not moving in. You're more than welcome to visit for the holidays or whatever, but you're not moving in. The sheriff's office reportedly said that the incident is not considered to be domestic violence. Grant remained in detention as of Friday. See, he still has a roof over his head. He is being held without bond. Records show Grant is currently scheduled to appear in court at 8:30 a.m. on December 20th. There you have it, kids. Gregory Grant. What would you do? Would you have your ex-husband or ex-wife move in with you and your new husband or wife if they were homeless, or would you just help them from afar, or would you just not help them at all?